Hey, hello, welcome back. Today we are going to be unbreaking the movement system because what I've been trying to do is make a movement system that works based on screen space, and that doesn't really work because there's lots of positions and contexts in which it's more complicated than just screen space. So what I think I'm going to do is go back to the original method of just calculating whichever move works for that existing context, and then we will introduce, if there's edge cases, we'll fix those individual edge cases rather than trying to make a solution that works for all contexts, because I think that is too difficult. And it made my brain hurt yesterday, so I'm giving up. So, to that end, we are going to get rid of that. We're going to keep this because it's useful, but get pivot in direction can go as well. We need to bring back the bonks because I temporarily yeeted them. Yeah. Why are you being shitty? Move check. Oh, I see, because that's in check surroundings. Yeah, here we go. Check surroundings in direction. There we go. Check moves in direction. Yeah. Cool. All right. There it should be. It should be. It will give some errors because it's returning the wrong thing. What we are going to do we still want it to return a list? I think we do. Yeah, let's... Possible moves.add. I'm cooking. Hello, Yash. How are you, my friend? Are you back in Oz yet? I'm doing well. Filled with jet lag. How are you? I'm good. Yep, just came back. 30 hours of travel. Jesus. That's crazy. In response to what am I cooking, that is a great question. I'm going to run through it very briefly. So the way... Actually, this may just work because I think I just fixed... we might get some errors because I've deleted some methods. No, okay. So the way that the movement system currently works is... So that here's a great example. Is that it... I had an idea to, instead of the old system in which it just checks the direction that we're going in and then looks at the current context and then decides a move based on that, I came up with a crazy idea to check the moves in all directions, and then depending on which button you press, it decides which move is best based on the target position's screen space. So for example, if you press right, it would look for the rightmost move. The problem with that is that when I press right here, like this, instead of going up, I go that way because the target is slightly more right. But if I, it's I'm very rarely gonna get like the move that I want because and I also can go under now. That's new. So it works really well when you can orient the camera to exactly the direction you want to go in. Like it works really well like if you get behind the cube and press forward, or if you want to go down, if you get behind it like that, then it works perfectly. But yeah, the issue is I'm holding just up here and we're not going forwards, we're finding the uppest move. So I've decided to go back to the old system, and if we find any edge cases, then we if we find any edge cases, then we'll deal with them as they occur, basically. And then we'll give it a play test at playback on the 26th. So I've got 20 days. It is giving Spider-Man, isn't it? It's kind of fun. So yes, there's a whole other thing about bonks with that, but yes. So now instead of, I'm curious actually, if we go into play a move, main move method, we're still getting the best move. Oh yeah, there was another crazy thing that I did that you might have seen on the Discord. I created this terrifying looking variable, which is a dictionary of vector 3s that link to lists of tuples. which is fucked. It's a terrifying data structure. Nothing like this should ever exist. But this was what I used to store if, like, when it found a possible move, it would store it like this, and then this would be the screen space of that move. So, like, it's got here... I am playing... Yeah, I really am. So, I really don't need to do this anymore. So let's kill this. And then that'll throw an error. We don't need to do kind of any of this anymore. Yeah. Yeah. Possible moves, not bad. how do I wanna, let's go back to basics here. I do like the idea of, yeah, I need to think of how I want to store these. I think just a list of moves will do. Yeah, that's what I want. And then that's going to get shitty at lots of things. Yes. You can probably go. You can go. You now just return a move. Oops. That doesn't exist anymore. Best move does not exist in the current context. Okay. We don't need to do that. We can just do this for now. Yeah, do. Yeah, Dan is doing some serious cooking. It's amazing what he's been up to, frankly. So what we're going to do is just this. All this code can go. Get possible moves in direction. Get all possible moves. No. We don't need this anymore either. We just do check moves in direction. Yeah. Yeah, we don't need to do this. We just do check moves in direction. Yeah. And then let's debug. Move in possible moves. Debug move. I love funny debugs, they're my favorite thing. And then get best move gets called somewhere in here, yes. Get rid of that. We can just do get best move. Position. Oh, get best move has this as well, which we don't need. Yeah. I think. And then is possible moves public? It isn't. Let's serialize this so we can see what's going on. Bruh. No. Oh my god. I'm still getting errors. Ah, yeah. Green, current cube, cube scale. Move vector. That should do something. Let's see. Ah, index out of range. Lots of index out of ranges. I see. It doing something. It really do be. What is going on? Get best move. Yes. Okay. If else and then let's also bring this guy down to ground level so we can do a bit more basic check. Cool. He's stuck. Why are you stuck? We're not getting any moves. This is returning a list. I see. We need to set that equal. Yeah. Cool. There we go. Cool. So now it should be back to like its kind of default movement system where it. Yeah, no worries. No worries, Yash. Hell yeah. Yeah, cool. Yeah, very much still down. I'll message you shortly about that actually. Yeah, that'd be great. In fact, you guys need to buy tickets, so I'm gonna do that now. Let's add Yash and Zoe. yeah, I'm glad that didn't take too long to fix. I'm curious now, how do we go about this? So cool, climb up's the only possible move there. Let's see, climb down is possible. It's not actually detecting climb right, which is very interesting. So we'll keep this just in case. Check moves in direction, flat roll, flat below, climb up, climb down, climb left. I feel like this is where it's running into trouble. Where's check? Yeah, there's check surroundings. You need to be in your own thing, Missy. That looks okay. Let's double check what's going on. Yeah, we need to come up with a better way of debugging. I think the trick will be cool. Not surprised. I think what we need to do is write methods for debug raise, debugging, cool. And then here, let's do move debugging. Cool. So in here, we need to go through and extract these methods. Yeah. Okay. And then maybe let's do it in best move. Let's add a thing of debug specific on to, I don't want to make a big if switch case here, but it's got to be somewhere. Yeah, fuck it. Climb right roll. Debug move climb right roll. And then we'll add them as necessary. Cool. So in here, whoa, climb right roll. I see. So it is passing. Let's add then for climb down. If not, check move, climb right roll, or not. Check move, climb left roll, position, direction, scale. That's very strange. Is it as simple as just putting these ones above it? Yeah, there's a few edge cases still, but look, it's good enough for now. So let's drop it for now. The other thing that I want to do actually is in player camera, let's change to orthographic, and then honestly that feels pretty good. Hell yeah. Cool. So, the next step on our lovely journey, I might change that so that it doesn't ping everyone. Anyway, so yes, the next thing that I want to look at is implementing sticky movement. And the way we're going to do that is there's a couple ways we can go about it. What I'm thinking the main way is that each move has, actually maybe in movement, we have a variable called like actually maybe in no, yes, in here. Let's have move parameters surface type, and then in here we're going to have a serialized field of type player brain surface type move surface type. Yeah. Then in here we're going to make an enum public surface enum surface type, and then we're going to have standard sticky slippery, and then why not? Oh, duplicate, yes, you're right. Cool. And by default, you're set to standard. And then we want to in our lovely move scriptful object, we need a header called sticky, standard, initial when return, this is is that undone? I bet that's undone all this. Yep. It's okay, needed to change. So we need a header up here called rotation amounts, and then this is actually going to be called initial rotation amount value. Yeah, because the rotation, like the rotation's the same. It's just the time it takes is different. Yeah, rotation amount. Yep. Yep. Initial time. Initial curve. I hope all the curves are saved. Return time. Return curve. I think this can just be called rotation value. And then this initial time standard. Return time standard, return time curve. And then I'm not sure if we're going to use it, but I'll put it in there anyway. Slippery. You bitch. Cool. Now that's going to completely break everything. Yep. Initial rotation is now called rotation value. Initial time is now called initial time standard. Initial curve is now called initial curve standard. And curve return is called initial, no, curve return standard. Return time standard. Cool. That will completely have reset all the values of my lovely scriptable objects. So let's redo them. This is a 180. No, it's not. It's a 90. Wife. I thought it said wife. Let's ask Chatty. Basically, not really. So in that case, let's just combine them. oh, yeah, that's funny. And then what we could do is for sticky, let's make it a bit longer, and then presets, create new library, project folder, flat above curves, a new preset, zero, zero, 1, 1, false, delete. 1, 1, 0, 0. Great. I wonder where that is. There it is. Flat above curves. Cool. So now we can go scripts, movement, move in SOs, objects, moves, flat above. And then this guy, something like that. Yep. And then in movement, yes, these guys. Move data. Yeah, pretty much. Maybe I should store them individually. Cool. So we've got move execution, move data. We could package it up because we already have in the brain a kind of built-in index. So actually, having a little array of values because these are all the same. Yeah, let's do that. Let's go crazy. So we have move scriptural object, move scriptural object, and then let's have like in here create. Actually, let's just duplicate this and call it file name. No. Let's call this move surface data. File. How do I rename? That looked like it worked. And then let's open up move surface data and then just call this initial and return this should be SO. There we go. Cool. And then can I create a crush? Player. Oh. Okay. Oh, because I didn't rename it. There we go. Brilliant. Okay, so flat above, I want to change this guy. So now he takes 3 serialized fields called movement surface data. Move surface data standard. Sticky and slippery. Cool. That's fine. Yeah, and that's going to throw a whole bunch of errors. That's okay. And you're not going to compile until they're gone. Great. So what I want now is, in fact, wouldn't it be best if these were an array? An array of these called that. And then instead of this, we just do move data dot move, it's not public, dot move surface data, and then for now let's have a variable in the brain called public surface type. Actually, no. Let's put it in movement. Oh, I've already got one. Great. Surface type to an int. Yeah. Roll twin callback. This is the duration. So it's initial time. This is the curve. So move surface data. The int index of move surface type. And then we get the initial curve. Hell yeah. Yep, no, that is right. Return curve should be Yep, cool. go for. And then what I want is in this guy, this defaults to a new 3. So we can just drag him in. May not do that for us. That's fine. So now we create a new folder called flat of Rome. Then we create some of these. Hell yeah. Sticky and slippery. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. So now what we can do is in here, if we change the movement type to sticky and then make this 0.4 and then have like a long, like one of these, it should go like drag it out even more. This will be a little bit of a balancing act of like that's getting there though. That's pretty good. And then you get stuck if you start a move that's illegal. Cool. Yeah, that's fine. So this should still be updated. Good. I forget when I use the return time. No more. Yeah, so just here. Start bonk return. Yeah, it's just on the bonks, I think. Right. Yeah, of course, because they're different. Different. This is gonna suck. It's alright. Needs to. Yeah, I should just copy this folder. No, don't delete it. Just bring them in. But then I have to. Don't delete them. So I have to redo it. But bonk 1, bonk 2, bonk 3. Let's get this working. So this, I think, is only a 10-degree one. Oh yeah. And we can go back and look at the curves and stuff. But let's check this out. See if this wants to. Oh, it's also gonna not work because. But we're getting there. Index that range, great. Which one's bonk 1? Yep, that is bonk 1. Oh no. Move data, rotation value. It should be getting the right move data at least. Oh, it's getting further from 2, that's fine. Oh, non-sticky block, yes, of course. Good. My mistake. Flat above, bonk. 2. You go. You guys get renamed to bonk 2. Ah. Copy. And then you guys get 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, great. And then standard, yeah, cool. This is probably going to look bad. But like I said, we can go back through and yeah. Oh. That'll be why. Awesome. Hell yeah. Great. Sweet as. I think I'm going to leave it there for now. Go have a little break-see, little luncheon, and then I'll be back later.